ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, welcome to the stream. It is Thursday, and we're in the kitchen. I think, maybe, not sure. Whew. It's been forever since we've seen everyone. It's been like 11 hours. I haven't done anything. I slept. No, really, I got up nice and early and went and did some shopping because turns out finding clams in when you're, hey Jim, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Finding clams in the Adelaide foothills is somewhat harder than I at first suspected. But we found some clams, which is nice. The only ones, mussels everywhere. We've got mussels. Every shop's got mussels, but I only found one with clams. How you doing, Rage? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. So mussels everywhere. Turns out bugger all clams in several shops around where I live. Did eventually find them, so yay. That's why I had to get up early and go shopping. So, ta-da. So today, we are cooking even. Today we are cooking with clams. We're going to be cooking a clam chowder. Chowder. I don't know, is that Boston enough? We're doing chowder. Boston, chowder. Doing a clam chowder. I don't know. What is a Boston accent? Who knows? We know from playing Assassin's Creed 3 that I can't do Boston accent. Probably doesn't help that I've barely heard a Boston accent. I've got the barest sort of inkling of it running in the back of my head, and I'm not even doing that justice. So. I would have to go to Boston and like hang out there for a couple of weeks just to figure it out properly. And then put my Aussie twang on it, of course, because, that's fun, right? Alright, so clam chowder. I had a chowder probably, I don't know. I had actually my brother-in-law's mum made us a really nice clam chowder forever ago. Back when rocks were soft. And it was really nice. And I've never really gone looking for it. And I was thinking the other day that we don't do a lot of seafood on Lick the Bowl. So I figured it was time that we did something mildly seafoody. I mean, we've done a couple of prawns in fried rice and stuff like that, but other than that, we haven't really done a lot of seafood. So we might be going on a bit of a seafood kick. We might not. Who knows? So, Dutch oven. I love this thing. This was my first piece of heavy cookware that I ever bought, and yeah, I've used it to great effect over time, but yes, now we're probably going to need the lid, so I might keep it. Yes, cast iron cookware. And that was my first. Well, that was my first cast iron cast iron cookware. There was rice bowls that did have some seafood in it. This is true. This is true. Anyway. Let's get started. We have a weird ingredient. Today. That is not something that's used in Australia. Well, we use it, we effectively use it, but it's not a product that we can buy in shops. It's called half and half, which basically here, you take half of what you want, half of the, like if you want a cup, put half a cup of milk, half a cup of cream, and there's your half and half. But that it is a product that is readily available in the US. So, one of those weird things. So we will be using some half and half today. Like I said, couldn't buy it anyway. But chowder. So we're going to start with 4 slices of bacon. You can cook a little bit extra for garnish at the end. Or do I just want to put it, just do it? Nah, let's just put more in. I'm going to do 6 rashers. Nah, alright. We'll do it to the recipe first. Come on, there you go. So yeah, we're going to do the diced bacon. We're going to dice up the bacon, then we're going to throw that in the pot, and while that cooks, we're going to start chopping up some of the veggies. Really should have taken my anti-shake meds. Damn you, meds, damn you! Probably still could if I knew where they were. No, I do actually know where my meds are. Alright. Alrighty then. How are we going to do this? Alright, we're going to take that off. Let's start with that. Ta-da. Now this is dicing whatever size you're comfortable with. Do it at that size. If you want really, really fine bits, if you want long strips, do long strips. Alright. And bacon. Long strips probably would be a little awkward. Did you start? Yes, you did. Alright, we'll get that up to heat. And we'll throw that back in there for the moment. While that's getting up to heat, we'll start on the veggies. One thing being in a small kitchen and having all the different coloured boards. Where to put them? Rach is wandering off to acquire coffee. She shall return. Excellent. Right. Now I have no idea. Oh, yes, right. Onion and garlic next. Trying to get it really close. Turned out a little too close. We're going to dice the onion. I don't think we currently, I think I've just put out the compost bucket. I did, so we need another compost bucket. Okay, compost bucket's AWOL. Oh god, they're all AWOL. What the hell is going on? Okay. Well, I guess I'm using a bowl. Not ideal, but there we go. What are we doing? We are dicing the onion. Whoop, nope. Come back. Ooh, what's that? A little bit of skin. Onion skin, not my skin. Now I'm going to dice this reasonably fine. Whoa, that was close. I felt that bounce off my finger. Well, off of the nail. Fortunately though, it did not cut. Did not cut into the nail. You watch, there are people watching this show going, "Ah, your knives are blunt then, are they?" Didn't cut your finger off. Must be using blunt knives. I don't know. Blunt-ish compared to how I usually keep them, maybe, but it has been a couple of weeks since I sharpened them. Which a number of people will tell me is a bit naughty anyway. Alright, how you going? There's some heat coming out. Let's test. There's a teeny bit of sizzle going on there. Might let it get a little hotter while we scratch up some garlic. Two cloves. See? 1 clove, 2 cloves. Fling. It's all about the size of the clove, honest. Seriously, you know, that's my code word for, that's my cry for help. Is, you know, oh, he's been kidnapped. They expect him to be on stream. And today, in today's recipe, the recipe calls for 2 cloves of garlic, but that might be a bit much, so I'm just going to use 1. Right, then you know I'm in terrifying levels of danger. The garlic, as I'm chopping it, the smell of the garlic is mixing with the bacon that's just on the stove. Like, oh my god. It's already just epic. So yes, in this 3-clove recipe, we are using 1 clove because garlic is very strong and I'm not a big fan of the flavor. Help me! Alright. Might do a bit more. There's a couple of larger chunks still in there. I might do it just a little more. I know, not bringing out the Mezzaluna today. But you see, all this garlic that I eat keeps my pelt nice and shiny. Alright. Whoa, okay. Yep. That's what I get for not paying enough attention. That's cooked. That's why there's no cooking sounds, because it's cooked. Come here. Okay. Sorry, you just probably got a nice look at the back of my head. Alright. Let's go, kiddies. Boom! Come on, come apart. Come on. No! Don't be a big pile of bacon. Actually, no, wait. What am I saying? Alright, you probably can't see it on stream, but it's just starting to get a nice little layer of bacon fat in there. I'm just keeping it moving around, to start separating out the pieces, but also to make sure that we get that nice coating of bacon fat going. That'll help everything not stick so much. Now, when cooking with cast iron, it's really good because you get this even heat all throughout the everything of the cast iron. But you get an even heat all through everything of the cast iron, including the handles. So, you know, hot things are hot. Don't think you've ever seen clams in a can before? No. But that was literally the only way I could buy it anywhere around where I live. Went to the fresh seafood sections. I went to the frozen seafood sections. I went to, and the only place, there was one shop that had it. Hang on. Ooh. Oh, excuse me. There was one shop that had it, and it was canned. So we're just getting those nicely heated through. We don't want them crunchy. Oh, I don't want them crunchy. Yeah, mate. I don't want them like solid crunchy, but I want them just as they're starting to get there. I don't want them completely soft. But I don't want them like snap, crackle, pop crunchy either. Yeah, and I don't technically live that far from the ocean. I think it's probably about 20-30k, maybe. Let's find out. I should be doing more recipe, but we're going to do this other thing first. Alright, let's go for Glenelg. Let's say Glenelg. If I want to go there, I get directions from... Oh, okay. It's being weird. From about my house, which is in there somewhere. I don't know, probably about there. 25 k's. Well, 26.3. So anyway, well, we'll say 25k. I live 25k from the ocean. Coffin Bay Farms plant. Nice. Come on, keep cooking. Right, what else do we need? Right, now we need some thyme. Now it asks for dried thyme, which I should be doing way more prep. But we have fresh thyme out in the garden, so I'm going to use fresh thyme. Because, you know, I like fresh ingredients. I'm going to have to chop this up a little bit. We do have to chop up some spuds too, so we've got to keep that eye on that. I reckon that might be starting to get to where we want it. Yep, there it is. It's not quite crunchy, but it's right on the edge of it. Hot things are hot. So we're just going to take the bacon out temporarily. Throw it in this bowl. Now if you're using extra fatty bacon, leave the fat in the pot. Right, so now we want, how much butter do we want? 30 grams of butter. So the thyme wants, how much thyme do we want? Half a teaspoon. So we've got more than enough there. Ta-da! Butter. Where did I put the butter? There it is. Butter. We want only 30 grams, so it's not going to be a lot of butter. Okay, maybe more than I thought. Boom! 30 grams. Awesome. That was spot on 30 grams too. Nope. Lick the knife. Because, you know, straight up butter. Alright, so we get that melted. Right, I think we're about 200k here. We still have pretty steady access to fresh seafood via road transport. Yeah. That would make sense. Now, what am I putting in the pot? Garlic and onion. Right, I've got this on a reasonably low heat at the moment. Mostly because I've still got further prepping to do. Oh, chop cams died. Technical difficulties. Ooh, no, it's still dead. Okay. There we go. Chop cam is back, baby! We'll keep an eye on that. Where did I put my little knife? Here, little knife. Ah, there it is. Found it. Everyone can stop looking now. Alright. Just want to chop this up just a little bit because when you're using fresh stuff and you pull it, you tear it the way I did, there's always a little bit of stem left. They don't hurt, they don't really change the flavor or anything, but they can be a textural difference. Because some people find it weird to find a stick in their food. Alright. There we go. That should be enough. And because it's fresh, I find it's a little more potent, so that's fine. Alright, we are definitely keeping this on low heat because now we are starting to get into the big stuff. So, flour. How much flour do I need? I need only 3 tablespoons, so not that much. Flour's over here. Tablespoons are in here. We're not there yet, but prepping. Does that make me a prepper? Oh, I'm horrible. I know. I understand my horribleness. I will one day have to get like I will eventually have to get a set of bowls for myself. Because these blue and green ones that I use, they're my housemates. So I'm eventually going to have to get a set for me. But crossing of bridges when we come to it. Alright, so that is the flour done. Okay. But we're actually getting to the point where we are going to want to have all the ingredients prepped. So I'm going to take that off the heat for a minute. Then we're going to deal with the taters. We're going to open the cans. Do I have a Fred? I've got a potato peel. I've got a can open. But do I have a Fred? I have Freds, but it appears I just don't have one here. Sad face. Now, for those who are wondering, a Fred is a beep ridiculous eating device. It comes in Australian issue ration packs, and that's what we've nicknamed it. We've nicknamed it the Fred. So you'll note I've only opened that one can, but not all the way. The second can, I'm debating whether we use it, because the recipe calls for how much? 360 grams of clams. Whoop! That was the one I just opened. Gilbert. Okay. Let's let's clean that brine up real quick. All right, so that answers that question. I'm probably going to open the other can, but because the thing is, the recipe calls for 360 grams, but a can is 290. So, Of course it is. Okay. So I'm like, meh. I don't really eat squishy sea products. Are clams and mussels the same? No, they're not. They are different. Hang on. Let's see if I can tip this over a bit. Nope. It's going to be a pain in the butt. Of course it's going to be a pain in the butt. This is where having nails comes in handy. So, these have been chopped up a little bit, but you can see, like, just from the color, it's different to what you get from mussels. Mussels tend to be a bit darker. Briny. They're definitely tinned. You can you can tell the difference between fresh and tinned. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through another bowl. We're going to keep the brine from one of the tins because we want the brine to go in the recipe, which is generally why you're not going to need to put salt in it, is because the brine's already quite salty. But for interest's sake, we're going to not use that brine. We're going to weigh how much clam is actually left. I don't know why I'm looking in the fridge for the next bowl. I know where they're kept. But for some reason, alright, so let's find out. Ah, there you go. Alright, so there's 160 grams of clam in the whole thing. So the full 2 tins is still going to be a little under what the recipe suggests, but I'm satisfied that I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to put the 2 whole tins in. So that's fine. Vegetable stock, we've got right, so we need, what have we not got? Potatoes. We need to prep the taters. Clams and mussels are kind of similar though, like flavor wise. I find them so. Peeling the spuds. Oops. I'll get it right eventually. I think sometimes there's a mussel in a fisherman's basket. It's like got a weird little pink bit attached to it. No, that's not a mussel, that's a scallop. Some people really like the little pink bit, some people really hate it. I don't think there's a middle ground. I don't think there's a take it or leave it on the scallop little orange pink bit. Ruby, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Rach, they're scallops. I enjoy a good scallop. I find them very tasty. Oh. My brain went, okay, finish the first potato. Where's the next one? I look over and it's already done. It's just weird. I'm obviously having issues. Just woke up. The preps are going well. The prep is going well. We've got we're just doing we're getting to that last point. I've been faffing around a bit. Not paying an overly amount of attention. So we're kind of at that point. Now, I want the taters a little over bite-sized. Because it's going to give that little bit of offset of texture to the clams. Won't do anything to the flavour. Won't change the flavour at all. Just give that textural offset. And they're going to be reasonably soft by the end of it anyway. Alright, flour's ready, milk's ready, veggie stock not quite ready. We need a measurer for the milk. What sort of measurer do I need? 1 cup. Actually. So we're going to do a 1/2 cup because we also need 1 cup of 1/2 and 1/2. So I figure if we do, use the half a cup, we only use 1 dish. Yay, 1 dish! So we got the measure out for the milk and the half and half. Got the cream up over there. Got the bay leaf ready to go. Okay. Looks like we're ready. Here we go. Back on. Suspicious users. I can't just auto kill suspicious users. Sucks. Stop it. Boom! Alright, let's get back to cooking. Now that we've dealt the spammer. So I've got the onions and garlic in there. I just took it off the heat because I wasn't prepared to whack everything in. So it's mostly cooked. We're going to bring it back up to heat. We're going to let the onions go a little bit translucent, then we're going to start adding more and more stuff. So, Rach, problem is, I just remembered when they get caught by auto mod, their names don't come up as in chat, and I can't easily ban them. Yeah, I have the same issue. Mine's even worse because when it's a suspicious user, I can't go into my Streamlabs and just one-click the ban option. And I don't know how to turn off the suspicious user thing because it would just be so much easier to not have to worry about it. Oh well. I'll figure it out eventually, I guess. I use a sneaky little right click on the username and a menu pop up. Mine doesn't give me that. Boo! I mean, if it appeared in my chatbot, that'd be fine. Even if it doesn't appear on stream, I'm good with that, like in the stream chat. But not appearing in the chatbot makes it somewhat more difficult. Makes it more difficult for everyone, for me, for you, for my mods, the whole lot. It's weird. I don't know why they've instigated a thing that makes dealing with spam harder. It's just counterintuitive. I find it very counterintuitive. Now, I would have thought at some point during this, you'd hit it with a blender, but the recipe doesn't call for it at all, which is interesting. So, Ruby installed a bot called StreamerBot last night. It's supposed to help with stuff like that. Okay, yeah, nice. Like, if it doesn't come up suspicious user, Streamlabs works fine. It's brilliant. I just click, done. I don't even have to worry about it. But it's something Twitch has done. Look, there's probably a way to turn it off. I've just been so flat chat with everything else at the moment that I haven't had a chance to look. Turns out doing 4 streams a week is somewhat time consuming. Who knew? They are starting to just get that nice little tint of brown on it, which is right about where I want it. So I'm going to start with the rest of the process because they are going to continue cooking. Ruby, I don't like Streamlabs. I prefer open source software. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. We're using all the dishes. Oops. So next step is to throw that in. Almost forgot the time. Now it says to put the time in until it becomes, where's the clams? They're not in yet. They're here. We will be putting them in a minute. Now the rest of the recipe says to put the thyme in and then just leave it in there till it's fragrant. It's like, as soon as it hits the heat, boom, smell. Oh, hello. Nom nom nom. Alright, here we go. Flour. Here's where we start having fun. It starts getting goopy. So we want to get the flour mixed in. As always, I just sieve it because I find it easier if you've sieved it, that it just goes in and mixes more easily. This is basically turned into breadcrumbs. So we know that's good. So now we throw in the milk bit by bit. What are we up to? Yep. That's half the milk. Get that going. Oh yeah. There's the rest of the milk for now. And that has turned into some nice goo. Goo! Woo! Hot things hot. Right, now we want a cup of the veggie stock. They didn't have any 1 cup of veggie stocks at the shop. I was a little sad about that. First cup, get that in. Just chunking the bits off a little bit. And turn the heat down. I had it up a little too high. You want a medium heat. I had it up a little too high to get the onions going again. But that's fine. There's the cup of well, I just saw that you were using left hand on one screen and right hand on the other screen. Thursday cams are a mind boggle. Aww, sorry. And I am using both hands at the moment, so. Reg, I have party grocery shopping to do today, and I am not keen. But I also have hedge trimming and leaf blowing, and I'm even less keen. Okay. Yes, the stuffs to do. I have a fair bit of stuffs to do. Alright, so the milk, veggie stock are in, clam juice. Yes, we now have the clam juice. Alright, slamming that around. Now we need to get it. Oh, bay leaf. Bay leaf, here's one I prepared earlier from the garden. So we throw the bay leaf in. And now we whisk that up. Let it get slightly thickened. I'm not sure how this is going to taste right now, but I'm not sure I'm game to try. Oh, boo, Rach. Already over 30. That's horrible. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So I'm just checking to make sure that the flour is dissolving into the fluid, which it is, which is good. Alright. Oh wow. Okay. That is a much different flavour than I thought it was going to be. I thought that the brine, because the brine is really strong in its own right, I thought that was going to overpower it all a little bit. It really hasn't. Creamy, salty goodness. I don't know what the temperature is here at the moment. When I started stream, it was about 22. 23 supposedly outside at the moment, which isn't too bad. So we're just going to let that do its thing. Make sure that we've done everything. Yep, looks like we're up. Looks like we're good. We are meant to be stirring this constantly. Should actually check how long this music's going to last. Ooh. Let's loop it. We were running out of music time. Oops. Well, it's not thickening up overly quickly, but yeah. Alright, let's stir in the potatoes. Oh, it's got the taters in there. Whoops. Missed. Alright. Go, taters, go. And now we just leave the taters in there to do their thing. What do we got? Alright, so now we've got to up the heat. Yeah, it's weird. When you're stirring it around, it looks like that it's not very thick. But as I've turned the heat up and the bubbles start coming up, the bubbles are coming, like pushing through it, which says it's a lot thicker than it actually is, than it actually looks like. Right, so we're going to bring it to the boil. Oops. And then we're going to bring it back to simmer. And then we're going to let it simmer away until the taters do their taters. So it looks like we don't put the bacon in again. We use the bacon as a garnish at the end. Oh no, garnish. Alright, so I'm going to call that a boil. We're just going to bring it down to a simmer. Now, when you're using cast iron, this can be one of the interesting things about it. You don't get instant change. It can take a while for it to settle. So you don't want to, when you're adjusting the heat for it, you don't want to be chasing the heat. Sorry, I'm setting a timer while I'm at this. Oh look, prearranged 15 start. So yeah, it takes a while for the pan to come away from the heat that you've put into it, or the bowl, whatever you're using, the cast iron. So, you know, don't turn it all the way down. Don't keep turning it down and down and down and down, because you'll find that it will then go, the pendulum will swing way too far the other way. So you don't want to. You want to adjust in slow increments. And even then, you want to keep an eye on it, just in case you've gone a bit too far. No sticking to the bottom. Thank you very much. Stirring also helps take out the heat. Man, that'd be going. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. Was a little bit stuck to the bottom, more stuck to the bottom than I would have liked. So I'm just keeping a bit of an extra eye on it, because we don't want it to be stuck. It's one thing that I do find with cast iron, you do need to pay more attention to it sticking to the bottom. But that said, it also deglazes reasonably well. So wasn't sure how much we were putting in this. I probably would have done this in the bigger pan, in the big steel pan. Or I could have. Could have done it in like half the size pot as well. It's interesting. I mean, if I was upscaling this recipe, like doubling it, so on and so forth, yeah, definitely need this one. But that said, this would mostly freeze. This would mostly freeze, but because it's got so much dairy in it, it lowers the amount of time that it freezes for. If you remember the potato and leek soup we did everything up to adding the dairy, adding the cream. And at that point, it'll freeze forever. It's just awesome. It'll probably freeze for over a year, just fine. Then you take it out, heat it up, add the cream, and you're good. But because the cream is integral to the entire thing, the cream and the milk, you're not going to get that elongated freeze time. So if you are going to freeze it, it's not going to last quite as long. Rach, my mum's old classmate that organises reunions has not removed mum's address from her list, and now every single person who was also invited to the reunion is using the reply all option, and she's got about 20 emails. Ugh. Reply all back. About a reunion in August. And also OneDrive has frozen her account because it hasn't been accessed in 2 years. No shorts, Sherlock. Yeah. No sticking to the bottom. Stop it. Getting very creamy though. Very thick. I mean, I don't know if she ever used it, but she definitely hasn't in the last 2. Yes. I'm just cranky because I asked her email to be removed twice before for the exactly this reason. Yeah. I want to play with it. Keep playing with it. Right, so once this is done, we add the clams and some half and half, and we're good. Ruby, sir, I'm just here listening. I am still waking up and started falling asleep again. I'm exhausted. Well, have a nap, Ruby. It's fine. Seriously, if the dulcet tones of Ulrich's voice help you sleep. I can feel the eye rolls from here. New naps. Can't wait to see how it turns out. Yeah, me too. Rach, the woman organising it is one of those people who thinks they're tech savvy but is absolutely hopeless. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I keep saying that I'm really poor with tech, and my friends they roll their eyes at me. They're like, yeah, says the streamer. I'm like, oh. Gotta go have breakfast. Play. Stop playing with it already. You'll go blind. Alright. I'm just gonna real quick nick a bit of spud. Tasty. Yeah, it definitely needs a little more. there's still 7.5 of the 15 minutes that it's meant to be doing this before it's meant to be ready. I'm not impatient. I'm not impatient at all. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Time, fast forward, 2 times time. And it's ready. It's getting nicely thick. That said, we've still got a heap of fluid to put in anyway. We've still got a cup of, like half a cup of milk and half a cup of cream to throw in there. So that's definitely going to thin it down. Whiskey thins down the mix, gives us an extra 30 RPM. Rach, I have a steak in the fridge I need to eat today. What a horrible situation to be in. Oh no. Chef Old Wolf, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. How you doing this fine insert time zone here? Thursday afternoon for me. Yeah, so we're halfway there. Halfway through the cook. I just wanted to go faster. Must go faster, must go faster, must go faster. Go faster! Man. And look, this is one of the things I really like. I don't know if you can see that on stream, but that's the, it's on the medium burner, and that burner is turned all the way down, and it's still just chugging along really nicely at the moment. Cast iron. I love cast iron. Yay, Ruby's back with cornflakes. Anything special on them today, Ruby, or just cornflakes? I can't help playing with it. Shush. It's not like the stories I hear from commercial kitchens where, you know, you set something on, you set it on simmer, and then you're off doing the next thing, chopping stuff up and all that. I'd love to learn to be able to do that, but I've got so many things. Psyllium husk and vanilla lactose-free yogurt again. Nice. Ooh, or did you have strawberry last time? I can't remember. Yes, breakfast is good. I was up reasonably early today, so I did actually have breakfast. I had a nice piece of toast for breakfast with nice thick layer of butter on it, and I just left it rest for a little bit so the butter would really soak into the toast. You bite it and it's like you get the explosion of the melted butter. It's not just on top, it's actually in the bread, and you get that real explosion of butter into your mouth. Oh, I love it. I love doing that. Yeah, you think you had strawberry? Nice. See how I pay attention? No, stop it. Gotta stop playing with it. It's alright, we've only got 3.5 minutes anyway. Oh, thanks, Ruby. Yeah, normally if I'm running a bit late prepping for Thursday stream, I tend to not eat breakfast because I'm about to eat breakfast. Rach, I tuned out to floof out Kevin and return my attention to explosion of butter. But he's... I love butter. It's just more butter. I will eat butter, just like scoop up a knife full of butter and eat it. Can you tell? Like in the delicious way or that damn get the mop way? Oh, well, we had that. Remember that stream, Rach? Nice callback. In the delicious way. Like I was saying, I had a bit of toast this morning, and you pull it out of the toaster when it's way too hot. You slather it with butter, and then you let the butter melt in. Actually, you give it time to melt into the toast, so that as you take the bite of toast, it's not just the flavor on top of the bread, it's actually in the toast. And as you bite into it, you get that explosion of butter. Oh yeah, real butter. Yeah. Yeah, I don't do margarine. Oops, got it. No, sticking to the bottom. It's actually starting to look... Okay. I'm going to contextualize this statement before I say it. When we were in Africa, when we were deployed in Africa, for a while we had American ration packs, the MREs, and they had potatoes au gratin, or what they called a potatoes au gratin, and the sauce wasn't entirely white, or it was just this slight off brown color, and I loved it. I traded all sorts of things to get the potatoes au gratin. And I was just looking at this and stirring it around, and I'm going, this is the exact color of the MRE potatoes au gratin. Right, there's going to be the bad noise in a minute, Rach. Well, in about 30 seconds. For those who came in late, the alarm on that I use for my timer is the same alarm that Rach's has on her alerts as well. So it went off one stream and she thought that her alarm was going off and that she'd forgotten something. So now I warn her. Alright, let's have a quick taste. Oh no, we have to taste test. Whatever shall we do? Potato, wow, yep, there's that tooth. The potato is still just a teeny bit on the crunchy side, but I don't mind that necessarily. Mainly because we're still going to get a fair bit of chew out of the clams when we throw them in. They're still going to have a bit of chew on them, so I think having the potatoes a bit harder with that still having that bit more crunch to it. I actually like the texture of that when I'm eating it, so we're going to leave it for a little bit longer. And obviously it's going to get a little bit more cooked as when we put the half and half and the clams in. So even if it gets a teeny bit softer, and that was one of the larger pieces, so some of the smaller pieces are probably going to be about just right. Yeah, you can see that you should be able to see on stream. Can you see on stream? I can't see, there's reflections. You can see I can pull that back and that just slowly eases its way back in. So that's nice and thick. But as I said, we're about to put some more milk and cream in anyway, so that's going to thin that down. Yes, you see? Excellent. Excellent. Rach, it's usually a panic as to why I'm not ready for work. See? Warnings. Warnings are good. I like it when people stay relaxed. I could get ready, but I'll be really early since I'm working night shift. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Not yet. Stay in the PJs. PJs all day. Alright. Next time I'm at the camping shop. I'll see if they have a muddy watercoloured potatoes in the meal section. This is why I had to clarify it. It was really tasty. Alright. So that's done. Yeah, we've done that. Stir in the half and half and clams. Alright. So, half and half. It's a weird concoction of the Americans, but hey, why not? I don't know, is any of the Australians watching, have you ever seen half and half for sale in supermarkets? Or anything similar? I never have. Now, we are using low-fat milk. Technically, you should probably be using full cream milk, but we're doing it this way anyway. Can, of course, compensate by adding more cream. Right, we're going to get that. I'm going to get that stirred in. And actually nicely mixing, because now comes the fun part. At the moment, if I leave this on the heat too long, it thins out a bit. There's not really an issue with it. Once the clams go in, that's where you have to be careful, because any, like clams, mussels, anything like that, if you overcook them, they become really, really rubbery. So you don't want them really rubbery. No, for real life, I always take your recommendations on board. Oh, what was I talking about? Half and half what? Okay, so half and half is a food product in the US. I think it's predominantly in the US. And it's basically half cream, half milk in a milk jug, as I understand it. I've never seen it here as a product, not in Australia. And I was just wondering if any other Australians that are watching had seen it in the shops or around or whatever, because I never had. Yeah, and it is half and half is literally just half milk, half cream, and they just sell it pre-mixed in shops in America. Farmhouse Gold have half cream. I think that's light. I think that's like the equivalent of light. I have seen the half cream Farmhouse, but I'm not sure it's half and half. Yeah, it is. It's really strange. But that's what we just threw in. We just literally threw in half a cup of milk, half a cup of cream, and that gave us a cup of half and half. I guess I'm going to have to look up the origin story. Alright, so that is not quite... We'll let that come back till that just starts a little bubbling again. Let's have a quick squiz while we're waiting for that to heat up a little bit. Okay, so half and half was invented by William A. Bootwell of Bootwell Dairy in Lake Worth Beach, Florida, which distributed the blend regionally between 1927 and 1956. In the US, half and half must contain between 10.5 and 18% milk fat. Okay. And used in various alcoholic and non-alcoholic recipes. And it's often used in coffee and with breakfast cereals in the US. Huh, there you go. It's pasteurized or ultra pasteurized and may be homogenized. There you go, I had no idea. Wacky USA people. Yeah, well, you know, look what they just did to their government. We know they're a little wacky. Freaking Elon. Boy, what were you thinking? Oi. Alright, so we've got a little bit of bubble going. We've got a little bit of heat back into that, which is where I want it. So now we're going to throw in all of the clams. Yeah, let's not go there. Alright. Go, Gadget. Now we bring that up to a nice temperature. I don't know if you, hang on. Tripping everywhere. Stop it. I've dinged the absolute crap out of that. Can't imagine why. And now I've dripped all over my countertop. Lasai. We are not working on dirty surfaces. Stop it. He says using a sponge. Yes, I know. Oh, I will say, ever so briefly, I will say I saw a photo of it, of the incident with Elon, and I'm like, what? That's not so bad. That's just like waving at the crowd, man. What's going on? And last night, a friend showed me the actual video of what happened, and I'm just like, oh, dude. No, I used when I spilled the brine, there was one piece of paper towel left in the kitchen. Unless, hang on a minute. Unless. I did see some in a weird place at one point. No, it appears that it has not been restocked. Sad face. Yeah, fair, Ruby. Fair. Yeah. Wow. Yep, it definitely needs to go on the list. Alright. Now, that is starting to look. The heat hasn't quite come back into it yet, but didn't do a quick check. Okay. I'll be in my bunk. That is nice. Alright, the heat is almost all the way in. The heat is almost all the way into that. So once we get a little bit of bubble going, we're gonna serve it up. Now, I am a bit of a salt freak, so, but with the brine in it, having added the brine, it really, even with my taste buds, it really doesn't need a lot more salt. I don't think I'll be adding any more salt. So that said, if you're not a big salt fan, I would probably put in maybe half a can's worth of brine, and then figure out how much about half, like empty the can. If it's a third of a cup of brine, or say it's half a cup of brine, go down to a quarter cup of brine, quarter cup of water, start there. Because you can always add more salt later. Salt is one of those things that you cannot take back out once it's in there. And even diluting a recipe can make it salt is can be a problem ingredient in that respect. Ruby, I use the Woolies or Coles app to make lists and then walk around and the app shows what aisles to walk down. Yeah, nice. Type brain. Yeah. I tend not to shop at Coles or Woolies. Conscientious objections. But yes, I can see absolutely how that would make life a lot easier. I don't know if the Foodlands and that do it. I should imagine they would. Right, it's okay, neither can we most of the time. We're just glad you're here. Absolutely. What? We type brain? Huh? What? I touch type. I touch, it types. Yes, because I word brain good. What am I looking for? Serving. I'm looking for a serving spoon. Poof, gone. I've got so many things in this drawer. Okay. Ta-da! Ladle. Alright, let's grab a serve. That is nice, chunky. Take that off the heat. Keep hitting that with my head today. I don't know what's going on there. I don't have a wipey tea towel for presentation. There's a Drake's near us, but they often don't have the products I want, or they're more expensive, so I shop around wherever the prices are best. Yeah, that's absolutely fair. I don't like how I can't find items I want at Aldi. I get cat litter from there. Yeah, Aldi, I get ice creams and Speck. They're generally what I get from Aldi. Occasionally cat food, but they don't have the litter I like there. Rach, my bestie was mad on Drake's for a long time, but they're stepping away for much the same reason. Yeah, fair. Searching for up prices and changing shops. Yeah. I tend to. I will go to other shops if there is absolutely no way I can get my hands on the product, whatever product I want. That usually means that I buy something from Coles about maybe 3 times a year. But again, I'm in a position where I can pay that little bit extra for a more local chain like Romeo's or Drake's. Yeah, I don't quite have to squirrel away that much money all the time. There have been times where I've been so incredibly broke that we've not been able to do the stream because I haven't been able to afford ingredients. But yeah, so I absolutely get that people are shopping for the products they can get at the best prices they can get. It needs to be fixed that's happening. But yeah, you know, look, it is what it is. You buy the food you can afford. Ruby, I go to the reshape shop, Baldings, Aldi and Woolies or Coles once a fortnight, so yeah. Yep. Rex, they're fully doing research to show that shopping for one person is actually not that cheap. Oh, hell no. Like, I went down and bought just, I don't know, probably 10 or 15 items, and it ran over $60. I'm like, what the hell, dude? Come on. Alright, I'm going to take a photo of this. Because I probably should. Oh, wait. Going to garnish with some bacon. Which is also going to add some more salty flavour in its own right. And then we're going to real quick. I know I'm doing this off cam, back turn to the camera, I'm sorry. So I forgot the little things. Oh, God, I love that smell. We're going to give it a little drizzle of parsley. Ta-da! Now, garnish. Good enough. Meh. I'll figure out how to share that on Insta later. Alright. Drizzle, no. Sprinkle, yes! Ruby, or we go to a charity place called You Care for boxes of free food because we go hungry otherwise. Yep. Yep. Alright, here we go. The taste test. Wow. Okay. That is really tasty. I'm going to add just a sprinkle of pepper. But I'm really feeling like that is very much doesn't need extra salt for me. There's probably a couple of little changes I would make. Like, for a first go, this is a solid 8. It's again, it's sorry, I'm just fooding hell. Let me food for a couple of spoons and then I'll talk again. Maybe a couple more spoons. Actually, the corn pasta was surprisingly good. For something that is not in my palate's experience, that wasn't bad. But you're right. This is definitely better. This is a lot more down my palate's experience, so it's a lot more familiar to me. So the potatoes. Okay. First off, the overall flavoring is just amazing. I love it because you've got that as you chew through the mouthful. You go through all the flavors. Like you start with the milky creaminess with a little bit of salt in it. Then you get the potato taste, the bacon taste. That then comes in, and it doesn't necessarily override it, but it's not something that you taste immediately. But then it adds a few chews in. It adds that potato and bacon flavor as you sort of crunch down on it. And then as everything gets mixed up and sort of turns into just that more of a texture than a flavor, then the clams come out. Then the clams come out, and the more you keep chewing, the more that mouthful tastes more and more of clam. So at that point, you know, if you just like that light taste of clam, you're done. But you can just continue to chew on it, and it just gets more and more clam flavor, which is really nice. With the extra cooking from where we were with the potato, it's gone maybe a little into the softer range than I would have liked, but that's fine. It still has. There's still enough left that it is still a texture. It's not like you just put it in your mouth and it sort of just flows in. So there is still enough left. I probably would have maybe cooked it a little less next time, just to get it a bit more crunchy at the end. But But that's definitely the level of potato-ness is definitely down to your own palate. Like if you want it basically that as you stir it up, the potatoes disintegrate into the sauce, do it that way. That's fine if that's your preference. I personally, like I said, I like a bit of crunch in the potatoes in this sort of sauce or soup or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, there's enough there. You can see, you should be able to see, hopefully. Hang on, I'll try this camera. You can see that there's still, the potato is still shaped. It's held its shape, it's there, it's not falling apart. It's not at that level of cooked where it's falling apart. So, the clams were right on the edge, I reckon. I reckon if I'd left that in for another minute, they would have been overdone. As far as I know, Ruby, this is it. This is how it's served. You just serve it up as a soup, as a chunky soup. I don't see why you couldn't put it over rice. If I was going to do a salad, it'd be a side salad. That would definitely be. I would probably serve it. I don't know. I think pretty much a salad would be. I reckon I would serve the salad first, and then so everyone eats the salad, and it has time. That has time to activate your digestion and all that sort of stuff. But I wouldn't leave a lot of the flavor of the salad. I wouldn't want a lot of that flavor in the mouth as you start the chowder. Soup course. You had chicken and corn soup after it was mentioned last week. Nice. I think, honestly, a chowder, I think you could serve as a main. I think you could serve it as a soup course. But I definitely think you could serve it as a main. I probably wouldn't do this as an entree. It's too robust for an entree. Oh, sorry, I missed that, mate. Good and Fugly and Farmer's Pick are great places to get boxes of fresh produce for less dollars because they're supermarket rejected. We so need to exploit that. As a family, we do that often and share it out. Yeah, nice. Nice, right? Yeah, look, buying it in bulk and then splitting it between the family can save you a lot of money if you've got that option. Made toast and cut it into soldiers. Nice. Mm. But yeah, these bowls are not exactly big. I guess they're about 500 mil. That's alright, Ruby. That happens. Rach forgives me. Or if it's really important, she types again and goes, scroll up, you idiot. You missed it. I'm like, oh, okay, sorry. My bad. Aww. Jim, I've been having one mega meal recipe per week and cheese and snacks. As in, you cook one meal that you then divvy up into 7 portions for the week? Is that what you mean, Jim? Yep. It's like I have a lot of winter recipes for that. Like the potato and leek soup. This now. The lasagnas and stuff like that. I just cook them up and there's like 15 serves and we're good. Shepherd's pie is another one. But they're all really good winter recipes. They don't work that well in summer. Oh, as fast as you can eat it. So you have, you just sit down with 52 billion hot wings and just see how many you can crank out in a sitting once a week. Is that what you mean? Spag sauces, chow mein. Oh yeah. I'm just trundling along with this. Like, I can feel myself filling up. I really can. But I'm just, oh. So let's figure this out. What do we do? About 5, let's say 15, 19, 22. It's probably about $25 worth of ingredients in this. And depending on how big a serve you had, I reckon there'd be 4 to 6 serves in this. Like the 2 tins of clams only cost what was it, $4.50. So the big protein hit in it is really cheap. Some of the stuff I got out of the garden that I would have had to buy, like the parsley and the thyme, but cream, milk, stock is actually really easy. Veggie stock, because this was vegetable stock in this one. Depending on how hardcore you want to get about it, if you do a lot of veggies, you can do small batches of veggie stock. Like, keep your carrot peels, your ends, keep all your onion offcuts, all of that. Once it gets to a certain size, put it all in a pot and boil it for half an hour. Strain it out, and there's your veggie stock. Same with the celery. If you've got a heap of celery leaves off the top, throw them in. Boom, veggie stock. Oh, the bell in this song? Oh, sorry. Should have said ready. So it's that boonga boong in the background? Alright, hang on. Right. We'll pause that one. Actually, hang on, we can keep going. Let's... There we go. We just skip that one for you. Done. Easy as that. It was a high-pitched dinging? Oh, okay. Oh, if it comes back, let me know. We'll skip that track. Yeah, so not that expensive overall. The bacon was probably one of the big ones. Garlic's not that expensive. Onions cheap as, flour's cheap as. So yeah, honestly, probably the big expense on this was the bacon. Not what it, but again, I bought high-end bacon as well. I tend to do that. Not the El Cheapo bacon. Give me thought now. Damn it. Why are you making me think? Seriously? No. Bacon. Rach has to bring some stuff in from the outside freezer. Bacon. Making me think now. I'm thinking that I really should start keeping track of how much these things are costing, so that we can have an idea, and we can go, yeah, you know, this, because I'm thinking this is a really cheap recipe. It might not be though. I mean, let's say even if it was $30 for 6 serves, that's like $5 a serve, which at the end of the day, you know, for some people $30 isn't an easy thing to come by, but, you know, 6 meals for $30, that's not bad. That's almost Macca's level. It's almost Macca's level of cheap, except, you know, good, healthy food. Who knew? So there we go. That was really nice. There's a couple of things that I would maybe subtly tweak, but not a lot. It would be interesting to try it with fresh clams, and see if that actually changed, how much that changed the flavor. Because preserved versus fresh it's always going to change the flavor. That's just the nature of it. But it would be interesting to see. Might be better with the tin stuff. You know, the preserved and brined clams, it may change the flavor of them. Well, it does change the flavor of them, but it may turn it into a slightly better flavor, because sometimes preserved things are the difference in flavor. Like, if you take a ham and a prosciutto, same, like leg ham and prosciutto, same bit of the animal, same meat effectively, but the preserving process on both of them, like the ham is brined, that's one flavor. The prosciutto is salted and dried and cut very thin, and you wouldn't know. If someone said, here is a strip of prosciutto, here is a strip of ham, the likelihood, if you didn't know where they both came from, the likelihood that you would think that it is the same part of the same animal would be pretty low, I reckon. Excuse me. Oh, sneezing. Whew. Excuse me. I certainly wouldn't have guessed it. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what fresh clams did to it. What, if anything? So yeah, there we go. Yay! Clam chowder. Chowder. Clam chowder from Boston. I know, it's horrible. We should stop. Maybe. Alright, so there we go. That is today's stream. Let's turn that music down a little bit. Boink. There we go. So there we go. So ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, that was a stream. Yay! Thank you everyone for coming along and hanging out and chatting away. If you're just watching along, that's awesome. Thank you for being here and watching along. If you are if you're watching on YouTube, you'll be able to go over to the Discord, and the recipe for this will be in there under Ulrich's Cookbook. For those watching on live and or watching the VOD, it'll be up. The recipe will be up eventually. I do have to get better on that, and I do apologize for the delay in them coming out. So many things. Anyway, coming up tomorrow, Friday, we're doing some more Valheim free build with Jim Tor and Wardham. Then, Rach doesn't know what computer she's on. Yep, you're on the Discord one. Nice. I've got to fix that. I know, Rach. I know. First try. Yay! Rach got it right. Tomorrow we're going to be doing the thing. Valheim free build, Wardham and Jim Tor. That's what's going on tomorrow. Then we go around to Tuesday, where we have finished up Baldur's Gate, and we are kicking off. Well, we did kick off last week. Satisfactory. So we're playing that with Wardham and Jim Tor. We are Wednesday. We've also just finished Assassin's Creed 3. So we're going to take a little break from that until either we finish the new game or AC Shadows comes out, and we will be playing a game called Lobotomy Corporation. Supposedly, rage-fueled, indiscriminate, roguelite SCP game. If you're rude bot. See, I talk and then the bot butts in. Happens all the time. But yeah, so we'll be playing Lobotomy Corporation. on Wednesday night coming up, and then all the way around to next Thursday, we'll be back in the kitchen making more kitchen-y things. If you do have any ideas or a recipe you would like me to try, feel free to either DM me, jump in chat, let me know, jump on Discord, let me know. There is definitely a suggestions box in the Discord for a recipe if you would like me to try. Do remember, please, that I am allergic to eggplant and chili, so if I can't take them out of the recipe, I won't be able to cook it. Things that I don't particularly enjoy, like mushrooms, I will still cook. We've done all sorts of stuff with mushrooms in the stream, so yeah, looks up Lobotomy Corporation. Yeah, right, Ruby. It's going to be an interesting game. I have had a look at the general gameplay of YouTubes of people having like little goes at it to get a feel for what it will be. But apart from loading it up onto the computer, that's it. I've loaded it up in Steam and it's ready to go. And it does look interesting, Ruby. Absolutely. I've looked it up and it's on the computer, ready to go. But on Wednesday, when we hit the go button, that will be the first time that it gets turned on. So we'll be ready to go for a first playthrough. If anyone happens to be watching, feel free to give advice and such. That one, it sounds very much like advice and etceteras will be needed. So anyway, there we go. That's what's coming up. That's what's going on. Hopefully, we will see everyone tomorrow for stuff and things. For the free build of Valheim. Nice, relaxing, lay back and listen to the oboe tootle along. For that one, yeah, probably Ruby. We'll probably backseat allowed for that one. It's from what I've seen, it is going to be utter carnage. I know that there are monsters. You've got to figure out what they do, how they work, but each time you figure something out, when you have to restart the game, you don't lose that information. So, hopefully, hopefully that will be, yeah, that's how you progress. Anyway, so thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you for hanging out. Hopefully we will see you tomorrow for Valheim. If we don't, we'll see you when you see it. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye!
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Don't forget to check the description for any links I may have left there. If you like the video, please press like or subscribe to my channel. Next video in the series is up here. Until then, stay safe, have fun.